In this video, I'm going to do problem 1 of the practice final. This problem goes like this. You want to test out the hypothesis according to which those who took the math practice test, that is test preparation equals completed, have a better math overall average than those who did not. So the first question to ask should be, what are my two key values in there? And it looks like my first value is the math overall average of those who took the math practice test. And the other value is the math overall average of those who did not take the math practice test. So the second question probably should be, are we interested in the difference between these two values, or are we interested in the way one is impacting the other? In this case, it's pretty clear we're interested in a difference. So perhaps the last question is, are the same individuals measured twice? And in this case, again, it seems pretty clear that we have actually two different groups of people. And so this is an instance of a one variable, two populations sort of problem. And our claim is that the people who did the preparation test did better on average than those who did not. So my hypothesis expressed in mathematical terms is going to look like this. It's going to be mu sub 1 is larger than mu sub 2. Or mu sub 1 minus mu sub 2 is going to be a positive number. And my null hypothesis, of course, is that there is no difference between mu sub 1 and mu sub 2, so the preparation test makes no difference. So that's my hypotheses, and now we want to see if this holds in the sample or not. Now this is the data file for the practice exam. I'm looking at perhaps my first order of business should be to make sure that everything is okay. All the grades seem to be within range. And it seems also that all the lines are complete. So I'm going to assume that there's no tidying up required here. My next order of business is to get the actual data that I want. I'm interested in the math overall average, but I want to compare the grades of those who completed the prep test with those who did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a selection of my entire data set here, and then I'm going to go to the data tab. I'm going to activate that. I'm going to click on the sort button, and then I want to sort by here my column that says test preparation. So if I do this, I click OK, then all the lines, they remain the same, but now they're ordered in a different way. As you can see, my completed individuals here, those people who completed the prep test are listed first, and then I have those who did not. So what I'm going to do is simply copy here the grades. I'm making sure that I get everything. I'm just going to Command C on a Mac, and I'm going to do a paste special here to get only the values. I think it's always safer to do that. And then I'm going to go and get the grades, again making sure I get everything. I'm going to get the grades of the individuals who did not complete the prep test, and I'm going to paste special only the values here. So this again is the grades of those people who did the practice test. These are the grades of the people who did not, and this is the difference of averages between them, and it's a positive number, so my hypothesis holds. It looks also that I can assume this hypothesis can be generalized for the population as well, because my p-values are green here, but they're very small, so I'm not seeing anything. My p-value is the one tail, because my hypothesis was a larger than sign, so I'm going to make this here. I'm going to create more decimal places, and I can see the numbers appearing now. And so everything, all is well. I can say that H is safely or can be safely assumed to hold in the population. And my key value in the population would be, if I round things up, I can say that within my sample, the average difference between people who did and did not the practice test is 15%. And in the population, I'm 95% sure that this value is between 11 and 18%. And that's pretty much it for my problem number 1.